Hey, before this video gets started, I'd like to ask you to do me a favor. If you find yourself watching this video, and obviously you have because you can hear this, if you decide for whatever reason to nope out of this video before it finishes, and I mean like well before it finishes, like before the halfway mark or at any point, like you decide like to leave before it's done, do me this favor and leave a comment down below explaining exactly why you're leaving. If it's my voice, if it's the audio, like the audio quality, if it's the co-host voice, if the video is just boring, doesn't matter what it is. Like even if it's like, well, I suddenly had to poop and I had to leave. Like doesn't matter what it is, just tell me what it is down below because I'm trying to boost audience retention. And I feel the only way to really do that is by having the audience tell me what's making them lose retention. So enjoy the show. Like, have you had that for real happen in your like since you become an adult? Have you had it happen yet where you were like, I need an adult?
Yeah, when somebody was like, don't forget to spay and neuter your pets, like, nah.
No. I mean, like, have you ever gotten like to the point where like you dead ass was like, yo, I need an adult. Like, I need an adult to help me real quick. Only for you to remember that you were the adult?
Oh, no.
Bruh.
Yeah, because I had somebody do that to me on a call once when I said an attorney's name and they said, are they American? And I just went,
Oh.
I was like, I don't want to be a part of this conversation.
Oh, yippers, yo. Oh my gosh, that fucking wrecked me. But yeah, nah is the answer to all the questions that you have. We're recording, by the way, because we started laughing and I felt that was a great place to start. Oh, my face hurts. Oh my god. Nah, so yeah, I ain't spoke to him. Like, he sent me 2 pictures today, and because I was start over. I won't tell you what. Look here, I'm gonna just tell you straight up. I'm playing a have you ever heard of Solitaire? Yeah, like the questions are intentional. Everything we're doing is on purpose. Like, I don't do things by accident. We out here in these streets doing what we doing. So there's this game called Solitaire, which is usually played by people who masturbate a lot because like it's a lonely person's game.
Boy, that was just a pure generalization.
Yeah, have you not heard of comedy? If everything was specific, like it'd be way harder to fucking.
Well, if it was gonna be comedy, make it funny next time.
Subjectivity is key. Like that's all I can give you. Subjectivity is key. I don't know when it's gonna be. Like I don't know what's gonna be funny. De-wormer yourself should not have been funny. Like if you know, you know.
Was it all one word? Was there a hyphen? Like
no. Oh, de-wormer? No, de-wormer is a word. Like it was an individual. It was a word unto itself. Don't cry, because it's on the table. Oh. Oh my gosh. Yep, that's about right. Where? Oh my gosh. Oh my giddy aunt. Hey, I didn't expect that to be funny, but it made you go snicker, giggle. It wasn't intentional. So yeah, I'm playing Solitaire. And that is like, when I tell you that is like not there's not a lot of, I'm not giving you enough details. Intentional. I told you when we started, like before we started recording, I told you like the other day, like, well yesterday that like, oh, the whole gimmick behind this is when we finish, I'll show you. Oh, fuck. I burped. Ugh. I burped. Oh. I'll show you what we've been playing, and you won't know what to do with yourself. You'll scream to the heavens, and you'll ask them why. So what's been going on? We have to make conversation because that's what the whole purpose of this nonsense is. Conversation. What words should we use? Let's.
Man, ain't nothing been going on.
Ain't nothing been going on.
I don't like to talk about my job, so.
You got a job? What?
We ain't gonna.
How long?
Yeah. Man, for real though.
For real? Yeah.
It's like been almost 6 months, and I can't even believe that.
Why you can't believe it? What's wrong? Are they mean to you at this
Because
job site? Because I will do nothing about it.
Ready to quit after 3 months. That's why. Like, and I know this is like, it's
coming out of
don't
nowhere.
talk about your job. So I don't. I never talk about my job.
Uh-huh.
And because if you know, you know. But yeah, I'm just very much over my job. You know?
Oh, that's crazy.
There was
the
guy who was specifically trying to make me mad the other day. The lady who got mad at me because I wouldn't give her my last name.
Why did she need it?
Oh, exactly, right? Like, let me tell you how this call went.
But I mean,
Okay,
there's
so
no one out there actively thinking you're a scammer, right?
So I'm on the phone with the lady, and I introduced myself, and she's like, "What's your name?" And first of all, I hate giving my name because once I give my name,
absolutely no point.
You have me, like just flat out. So yeah, I hate giving my name.
Ah, crap.
And then she was like, "What's your last name?" And I was like, "I can't give you my last name." And she was like, "Wow, why can't you give me your last name?" And I'm like, "Because I'm not gonna give you my last name." And she was like, "Well, hold on. Like you got. The last guy I spoke to gave me his last name. You got my name. Why can't I have yours?" And so I just like bypassed that. And the problem that we ran into then was that I hadn't asked her yet because we were supposed to ask them to confirm their identity with either the last 4 of their social or their date of birth. And so I did that, and she just goes, "Well, no, you won't give me your last name. I ain't giving you mine." And I was just like, well, darn it, she's got me right there. So
What's
then
happening?
I was like, okay, I'll tell you my last name.
What's happening?
And she was like, no, don't worry about it.
It's too late for that. It's too late for that. I don't want it now. You can keep the shit.
Yeah. So we went through the call, right? She tried to hang up on me multiple times.
Couldn't figure out the phone. Could not figure out how it works.
She actually did hang up on me at one point because she couldn't log into her app. She didn't know what she was doing, so she ended up hanging up the phone. And then at the end of the call, she wanted to change her banking information. And I was like, okay, well, I'm going to need your routing number and your account number for that, right? And I was like, okay, now give me the routing number. So she starts giving me the routing number. But then she keeps going. And I was sitting there and I was like, well, this isn't right. And so when she finished, I said, okay, now what's the checking number? The account number, and she goes, no, I gave you the account number. And I was like, you never clarified that you were continuing on to the account number. And that would be why your routing number is 20 digits long. Like, she just started spouting off numbers, and I was just typing them down. She was expecting me to know where the account started, and I was like, that's not what you said.
I'm not laughing at this. I'm not laughing at any of this. I'm really not. But I am laughing at the concept of this person genuinely not knowing how anything works. Like when I say anything, I mean anything. They've never done any of this before. They have a bank account. They have a bank account. They don't know what the numbers mean.
No, I think she was looking at a check. And you know how the check
I'm
has just
already
the numbers going straight across? Like, she just doesn't read them.
But that's the thing. They don't just go straight across. They break up.
They break. Yeah, but she didn't break.
Nah, she just kept going.
Yep. And then I had a lady who yelled at me.
That was an accident.
Because, so whoever originally signed her up for the program took her banking information down wrong, right? And when I was like updating it, she was like reading it off to me, and she said,
"Is that the noise she made?" Because
it's killing me thinking about it. So it was the same situation where I was like, okay, what's the routing number? Give me the routing number. And I was like, okay, so it's the same. Now what's the account number? And so she was reading off the account number, and it was not the right number. It wasn't the right account number. So I was like, okay, yeah, they have your account number wrong. So I was like, okay, now tell me that again. And so she reads it off, and she threw in an extra 3, right? And she goes 130000, and the rest of the number. And I was like, okay. And then when I repeated it to her, I go 130000, and she's like, no, 100. And I'm like, no, you said 3. And I guess in her brain, she was telling me that it was 3 zeros.
No, that's not how that works. That's not how any of this works.
So she gets upset because she's thinking that I'm not doing anything. The problem with all of this is that all of these calls are recorded, and we could just play them back for these people so they can hear themselves. And they would call me a saint, basically. But reading off the account number, right? So we get all of the information correct. And she was originally calling because the deposit she was supposed to make was, it didn't go through because her account information was wrong. And so I said, okay, now would you like to schedule the makeup deposit? And she then just popped off. And she was like, no, it's not my fault that the information was wrong and it didn't go through. And I was just like, okay. Yeah, she was ready to fight, and I just went, okay, here's your account. And then, before we were about to hang up, she said, okay, so is that deposit going to happen today?
No.
And then I went, that's what I was asking you, if you wanted to make the makeup deposit for the one that you missed. And then she actually had to apologize to me because she was being a douchebag on the phone. And she was just like, oh, I'm sorry. I think I must have misunderstood.
You don't fucking say.
Yeah, I think you did.
I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing at this person directly, but I am laughing at them indirectly. Because, so here's my thing, right? I think people should be allowed to call, you should be able to call people stupid. Call me stupid. I'm fine with that. It helps if I'm actually being stupid.
I ain't gonna do that. Because I have no problem watching you be the cause of your own pain or downfall. Because they can go back and listen to me and hear me say, do you want to make that up? And then hear her say no. And like I said, okay, this is your account. And so when she's talking about how she was short funds, and they go back and they listen to my call, and they're like, well, he offered for you to do the makeup, and he told them no. Like, I have no problem with that because I'm not the one at fault here. It's you. You're being the idiot.
Oh no.
And then I'm only vindicated when you realize that I'm right, and I realize you realize I'm right.
And that's what makes
And I'm
you
not
calm.
going to be smug about it.
No, why would you be?
Yep.
You're the man. You're the man. Oh my gosh. I'm happy for you. I really am. But yeah, this is why I say like we should be able to loud. We should be able to loud to call people stupid. I have phlegm in my chest, and it does not want to exit. So you know, I'm struggling to breathe from time to time. So like earlier today, this is kind of like, so fuck. So one of the massive differences between me and Jordan is Jordan is like firmly okay with the idea of like, oh, you want to talk shit? Well, shit, let's talk shit. It's like you wanna get, you know, you wanna act like this? Let's act like this. And I'm just like, I'm tired of even thinking about it. Like, I'm just, the energy you are willing to expend on people who are unimportant baffles me. Boy, does it baffle me. So like today, I got a comment. It was a comment. I did not realize it was a comment until like I had to open it because I saw the notification on YouTube whilst I was on YouTube, and it was just like fucking what you call them, just emojis. It was like the vomit emoji, and it was like and like I really didn't understand what I was looking at. Like I like just off top, I didn't know what I was looking at, simply because like it was a comment on a video that was from like.
Wait, pause.
Yeah.
I can't believe they did that.
I don't know what you mean.
I'm watching Raw.
Okay, I ain't seen Raw. I ain't seen it.
No. It's not about anything happening. It's something he said, which you wouldn't even notice anyway because you barely really pay attention.
Don't talk to me like that.
But he just. Oh my gosh! He just mentioned Sting retiring.
Oh wow!
Exactly.
Okay.
Like they might mention TNA or New Japan, but AEW does not exist to them.
Tony Khan just jizzed his britches.
Yeah.
Like
they mentioned Sting retiring, and congratulated him. I'm just like, whoa.
Meanwhile, that boy Vince is like, they don't know. He ain't retiring from wrestling. He just retired from AEW.
Yeah, nah. He's done.
Oh my gosh. And so, yeah, so I get this notification of somebody commenting on the thing, and it's an old video of mine. Like, when I say it's an old video, it's not even like a video. It's something from like back when I lived on 14th. Like, this is like, and it's a video of Devontae, like I think in the front yard, just like rapping or whatever the fuck. Not well, just rapping, just having fun because we were children, and the person was like, he left like the throw up emoji, and I was like, okay. And then he went out of his way to follow that up with like finding one of my most recent like gameplay videos. And I want to stress this. I can't stress this enough. So here's the deal. I have a series of videos on. Fuck! I'm gonna stop the video here. In the next episode, I'm gonna finish this shitty ass story. And you're like, oh, come on. I was riveted. No, you weren't. Why are you even here? It's 18 minutes in. It was like 19, it's closer to 20 minutes in. Get the fuck out.